Do you want to know the lies your narcissist is going to tell during divorce? Watch this video and I'm going to tell you all about them. I'm Victoria McCooey. I'm a high conflict divorce coach, a divorce mediator, and the creator of the Reclaim Your Power system. I help people every day who are just like you, stuck in a toxic marriage to a narcissistic spouse or already engaged in a contentious divorce from one. All right, let's talk about the most prevalent lies that narcissists will tell during the divorce process. Well, no surprise, the first ones are around delay tactics. Narcissists are not incentivized to get this divorce done. They love being on stage. They love the drama. They love having this additional layer of control over you through the legal system. They love being on stage. They love thinking they're smarter than everybody else and using the legal system to control all these people. So they don't want this to end. And they know the longer this goes on, the longer they will be able to annoy you and control you and to deplete your finances and to harass you and torture you. So no, they don't want this to end. They want this to go on as long as possible. So how do they delay? Number one, they will pretend that they weren't served, or they will avoid service, or they'll do everything in the world to delay the whole process serving portion. They'll say they didn't know there was a court date. They didn't know this. They didn't know that. Nobody told them. It wasn't properly served. I can't tell you how many times I heard that phrase. I wasn't properly served. Okay, that means I was served, but I found a loophole in the service. They have no pride. They have no moral compass. So they'll say or do anything to serve their purpose, which is to delay this whole process. So the court will necessarily have to give them 1, 2, I don't know, up to the judge, maybe 3 times of delaying. But if you're in a place like I am in New York, it goes on and on and on before you can get another court date. So they might delay once, but you might not be able to get back on the calendar for months. So this is a really annoying tactic that they use. The other tactic is they'll lie about emergencies. When they do have a court date, if they've run out of delays, if they've run out of being able to say they weren't properly served, then they'll start saying they had an emergency. They couldn't show up. At the 11th hour, they couldn't make it to court. I can't tell you how many times I heard death in the family. There was a death. There were so many people died. Some people died more than once during our divorce. It was just always the excuse. There was a death, and that's why they weren't able to make it to court. And the third way they delay is they'll lie about information. They'll say, nope, we never received that. They have to send it, then send it again. We didn't get it. I never heard that. No, that didn't happen. I didn't sign that. I didn't do this. They'll just lie about anything, and the court will always err on the side of making things right. They have to believe everyone at first, right? That they have to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. So the court will buy into all of these delay tactics. The other lie that narcissists love to use during the divorce process is around finances. They will manipulate the finances. They will move money. They'll put a bunch of money with a family member. They'll try to hide assets. They'll underreport earnings. They will exaggerate expenses, and they'll rewrite history about where money had been before or how much money they were putting toward savings or whatever serves their purposes. They love to manipulate the finances. And finally, they will lie about their parenting. They'll lie about how your household was structured. You might have been the primary parent. You might have gone to every doctor's appointment, scheduled every school conference, done all the kids' shopping for clothes, school supplies, all the things. Suddenly, they did all that. They love to find the thing that can't be documented, right? They will say they were the primary caregiver They did all of the child care. You had nothing to do with it. This is a typical lie we see from all narcissists. They will deny having previous agreements as to who does what household chores. They will deny agreements you made about, okay, you're going to go to work and I'm going to primarily take care of the kids and take this lesser paying job so that I can be more available. They'll deny any agreements you had made about how to structure your household. All right, now you know the biggest lies they tell. Now, what do you do about that? Well, the most important thing is to gather evidence. So that might mean recording conversations, putting things in writing by speaking through text or email so that you have a written documentation of what agreements were made. You might get witness statements from maybe the school has documents about who came to parent-teacher conference, or the doctor might have evidence of who came to the doctor's appointments with the child. A lot of pediatricians keep records of that sort of thing. So you can access that and that can become evidence. But the biggest piece is a mindset piece. You can remember that this is about them, not about you. This isn't about you doing anything wrong or being less than or not strong enough. This is a them problem. They are wired differently. They're going to use these horrible tactics to hurt you, but it's not because you did anything to deserve to be hurt like this. They would do this to anyone because they always have to be their biggest priority. They have no sense of empathy. They have no moral compass. They have no sense of fairness. They can't put anyone else's needs above their own, even their own children's. They will always say or do anything they can to win. So take that and realize that there's nothing wrong with you. You are fighting the good fight to get a good outcome for you and your children, and all of their crazy behaviors have nothing to do with you. So is this something that you can see happening in your future should you decide to leave your narcissist? Or are you already going through this right now in a divorce? If you would like to talk to me about that, you can book a call with me. I'll put a link in the description below where you can get on my calendar. Did you find this information helpful? I hope you did. If you liked this video, will you please give it a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. I've linked a couple of other videos here that I think you might also like, so I hope I see you in the next video.